No, 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 no. Can anybody guess why I'm telling you that about this little box of toothpaste I got in my Target box? It was either Target or Walmart. I apologize, I do not remember which one it was, but it was one of those. I do think it was Target, because Walmart's boxes, you get a really great, I can tell you this about Walmart boxes. Your first box is like, wow, it's awesome. Oh, I love it. Wow, it's so cool. Wow, it's so worth it. And then the next ones after that, I can go get the stuff at the store for the same price of what I'm paying for them to mail it to me. So, unsubscribing from them again, which I've done this once. So, I guess what I have to do is subscribe, get the cool box, unsubscribe. And then wait a month, subscribe, get another cool box, and then unsubscribe. So that you get something that's actually worth your time. But that's the truth about Walmart. Cheesy, cheap, 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 cheap. That's just my opinion. It may not be your experience, but it is mine. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because I am dealing with lupus. I've had to learn a lot about what foods, the chemicals in foods, what GMOs, and what other things are actually really doing to our bodies. And you guys that don't know, I'm telling you, please take the time to study it out, because it could be life or death to you one day, like it is to me now. I have been sick for 12 years, and I know because of what the Spirit of the Lord has shared with me, that part of it is the foods that we put in our bodies, thinking, and the things that we use every day, like this, that we think don't harm us. So let me tell you something about fluoride. Fluoride is actually one of the most toxic chemicals in the world. And if you look it up or just Google it, you will find this rather easily, which I was completely surprised about. They wear full-blown radiation-proof hazmat suits to dispose of fluoride and to transfer and move fluoride. And they are putting it in something we put in our mouth every day, several times a day. And you cannot touch it with your hands. That's why they tell you never swallow toothpaste. They literally tell you on some boxes. Let me look on this one to see if it does. Let's see. I'm looking. Let's see if there's any warnings. Keep out of the reach of children. If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, get medical help or contact a poison control center immediately. People, if we just read the labels, I'm hoping that that will tune in on it, but I don't think it will because of my background, and I'm working on figuring out how to do a backdrop here for you guys so that you don't have to see this lovely room. But it tells you right on here, if you swallow it accidentally, go to poison control. But let me show you. See, you know me, butterfingers. It's okay. It just wouldn't be a video from me if I didn't drop something. So, let me tell you. I started doing some research, and so this is one of the brands of toothpaste that I now use. It is an organic toothpaste. It's called Essential Oxygen. I'm hoping that this is showing correct to you because on my screen it's showing backwards. But I think that means to you, you'll see it right. And then this, I use this also. Activated charcoal. This is my favorite. And let me tell you, this is better than Crest white strips or anything else because charcoal actually naturally whitens your teeth. And I wish I could have done a before video. My teeth are not super white, but if you would have seen how bad my teeth were because of my illness and because I drink iced coffees every day. I used to smoke years and years and years ago. like 17 years ago. But I had horrible teeth, and I am telling you, this is the other one, my Magic Mud. This is a natural. Let me put my hand up. It's a natural whitening tooth powder. It is all charcoal. It is literally, I will show you on the inside, it is literally black. The only thing I dislike about it is every time you brush your teeth, which is several times a day, you have to clean your sink every time. Unless you have a black bowl, which I'm telling you, my sister-in-law just threw away a black basin sink, a really pretty one that sits on top of your counter, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wish you would have just told me before you did it, because I would have literally put a new top on my bathroom sink here. Even though I don't own this house, I would have done it, because let me tell you, having to do that every single time you brush your teeth is really a little bit annoying, but it is so worth it. And so one day I was brushing my teeth, and every single time I brush my teeth, every single time, I rinse with hydrogen peroxide. It kills every single bit of bacteria in your mouth. So what I used to notice is that when I was brushing with this crap, and I call it crap for a reason, because that's exactly what you're putting in your body, is crap. Toxic chemicals that can literally kill you and make you very ill. Very, very ill. Let me tell you, parents, I've been hearing tons of stuff about vaccinations. Yes, this is just a little jaunt down the side road right now. About Kat Von D not vaccinating her children, and I actually thought, wow, that woman is really wise. And I can't believe that people are giving her so much crap. It actually made me like her, because I didn't like Kat Von D, because I don't like women who sleep with other women's husbands. That is a whore. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. But it made me realize how much she actually understands about what they're really doing to us, because she doesn't want to vaccinate her children. And if you don't understand that, you just start Googling it, or look it up on YouTube, people. Vaccinations are designed to show up in our bodies later in the form of diseases that were never meant to happen. And one way I can prove it is if you just start paying attention to those commercials. They are telling you in the commercials, sorry, my cat just jumped up and was like doing something, but they're telling you this. Oh, if you were born between this, now I might get the beginning year wrong, between 1944 and 1965, then you need to go to the doctors and get checked for hepatitis C. So, let me ask you this. I was born in 66, so that doesn't include me, but I'll tell you what they put in mine. Fibromyalgia and lupus and hypothyroidism and things that cause arthritis that eat away at the tissues, degeneration in your bones, in your neck, and your back. And if you think this isn't true, then you have not done any homework, because it is a proven fact. So, I think, Kat, I know you're probably never going to watch one of my videos, but if you happen to do, girlfriend, you just keep it up. You do not vaccinate your children, and homeschool them. It's better anyways. They won't have to deal with a bunch of bullies in school like my kids did, and also be taught all of this carnal stuff that the school system's teaching you, and they're literally teaching our children how to be stupid right now with Common Core. It's ridiculous. But back to the toothpaste. So, when I was brushing my teeth with this junk, I noticed that every time I used the peroxide, I was like, man, I scrubbed for like 4 minutes. And then I do the peroxide, and there's still tons of bacteria in my mouth. Like, the bubbles would just be everywhere in my mouth. And so I was like, Lord, I don't understand. And so the Lord said, today, now that you've done that, tonight I want you to brush your teeth with this, and then use the peroxide, and you'll see the difference. So I did. I went and did it the next night, or I don't think I did it that night. I waited till the next morning so that it would be like a certain amount, a lot of time went by. And when I brushed my teeth with this, and what I do is I put this on, the liquid stuff on my brush, toothbrush, and then I take the lid off of this and I dip just the tip of it into this to get some of the powder, because this is really hard to get on your brush loose. And they give you a little spoon, but literally it's so messy you end up wasting tons. So I just do the little strip on my toothbrush, dip the top of it, and then that way I get the benefits of both charcoal toothpaste. This one will whiten too, but this one really whitens. And you will notice a difference after your first time of using it. I kid you not. So I did it the next morning with those two toothpastes, and I rinsed with hydrogen peroxide, and I barely had any bubbles in my mouth. Then the Lord spoke to me and he said, now brush your teeth immediately with this. So I put the toothpaste, regular fluoride toothpaste, back on my toothbrush that I had just used to brush my teeth and rinse with peroxide. I brush for 2 minutes like I normally do. And then I rinsed, and my mouth was, and when I rinsed with the peroxide, my mouth was full of bacteria bubbles. So what do you think that tells you? It means this crap is full of bacteria. It is not just the fluoride. But I promise you people, our government and the government behind our government really want us all sick and want us all literally being barely able to move so that they can either kill us off or they can just control us. And I'm telling you, if you don't know this, if you don't really know the truth about what's really going on in our world, you need to spend a little less time making YouTube videos and spend a little more time watching them, because the proof is out there. And it is not just a bunch of people on YouTube giving their opinions. We're talking about people who have spent hours and hours and hours and years and years and years studying this stuff out and exposing it with documentation backup of what they're trying to do to us. What do you think all these planes spraying these chemtrails are? Do you think they're sprinkling us with perfume? No, it is aluminum and what is the other one, Lord? It's in mercury. Things that toxify our bodies. It's literally killing all the trees on my property. So if it's doing that to my trees, what do you think it's doing to flesh and blood? I'm telling you. But do your own little scientific test, and I'm telling you, you will be shocked to see that you're putting bacteria into your mouth with something that you think is freshening and clean in it. The only thing is the mint covers up all the bacteria and it makes you feel like your mouth is all nice and fresh, when in reality it isn't. And I'm telling you that your likelihood of having really terrible morning breath in the morning goes away when you are regularly using this as opposed to this. You will see the difference, I promise you. So, this again is my magic mud whitening tooth powder. You can get this on Amazon. I have seen it at Walmart. I have seen it at Thrive.com. I usually get it from Thrive because Thrive is less expensive than anywhere else, even Walmart. And so, but you can get it on Walmart.com if you can't get to a store. And this I also personally buy on Thrive.com because they have the cheapest prices. And so what I do is I buy it in bulk. I buy like 7 or 8 tubes at once. And then I buy like 3 of these because these last longer. And like this one I bought like 7 months ago, and it's not even halfway, just my personal use. And then my husband uses the bathroom with the kids and they go through it faster. But, so I'm serious, you guys, give it a shot. You will see it and you'll be amazed. And then leave me a comment after telling me you did the little Pamela scientific experiment that the Lord told me to do, and you're gonna be amazed. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. And then your teeth are gonna be sparkling white and beautiful after so many uses. So, I love you guys so much, and I hope this video blesses you and helps you out a little bit, and you have an awesome day, and have an amazing weekend, because it's Friday, hallelujah, it's Friday, and I know you're probably getting this on Saturday, but I love you, and have an amazing weekend, and God keep you safe in this crazy world we live in.